Tri-State areas deals with several inches of accumulating snow. Hello again, I'm David Navarro.
I'm Shirley Ellicott. Our live team coverage continues with Diana Rocco in Queens, Tony Yates in New Jersey, and meteorologist Amy Freeze outside our studio.
Well, let's begin with Sam, who's timing out the rest of the storm for us. Sam.
Now, that's a snow team you want. Everybody's out there to tell you what it's like in your neighborhood. I can show you from Brooklyn looking across the bridge right now. The bridge is looking in better condition. A lot of these road services are looking like they've at least had a couple of passes on them, so that's pretty good. 27 degrees outside right now. We're exactly in the middle of our event. We've got a good amount of snow going on. This steady snow will keep up for the next couple of hours. You can see what's behind me back here, but let me talk about the colors because this isn't what you're used to seeing, first of all. I just had looked down here and put a couple of points on. This is snow rates, and we were looking at how much snow, and I think that's Lee operating upstairs right now. So we were looking here in Monmouth County at the snow rates, and they were about 2 to 3 inches an hour right now. He just popped one there on Staten Island at 3 inches an hour right now. And if you're looking out toward the island, anything that you see is bright red is exactly doing that. Lighter shades of pink are a little bit less than that, and the light areas of blue that are north and east are less than a half inch an hour right now. Here are some storm totals and storm reports that we've had in the last couple of hours. Look how many they are. They're all snow and ice here. We'll go from early this morning where Tenton Falls at 8:30 this morning already had 5 inches of snow on the ground. That's a good, quick pace of that snowfall. It took a little longer to get out toward the island right now. West Babylon at about 11:45 had more than 3 inches of snow there. So this is what we've been dealing with. This has been the place that had all the action this morning, and now it'll start to shift a little bit east as some drier air gets in and slows things down a while this afternoon. But we're still thinking that the idea is we'll keep this snow going in the area, just not as heavy as we have right now, overnight tonight, and another round of moisture will come at us late tonight, early in the morning, and scattered stuff throughout the day tomorrow. So that's some pretty heavy snow that's moving through New Jersey right now. New Jersey's going to end up the snow total winner. You can see there's still some moisture along the coast. This is going to fill in a little bit. We have some drier air back off to the west, so there may be a period of time around 2 o'clock or so when we really do look like we're lightening things up pretty steadily at about 2 to 3 o'clock this afternoon, but still going for these snowfall totals. Hey, Amy, I know you're still outside, and I think your mic is a little bit better.
Yeah.
This is going to end up being one of our bigger Februaries and bigger snow seasons, it looks like.
It is, and parts of the area have really gotten some deep snow. A quick 3 inches here on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. One thing I'm noticing, Sam, though, is just sort of looking at my jacket, I'm starting to see some of this precipitation bounce off my jacket, indicating that we have some sleet mixing in. So when you get the snowflakes, yes, you get the quick accumulation, but the sleet can mix in, and that icy mix is what makes for a dangerous travel situation. I'm right here on Columbus Avenue. The traffic's coming towards me southbound, and it's very messy. A lot of slush they've been able to come through and treat. Haven't seen a plow in a while, but I think the worst part here is trying to stop in these conditions. You get to the intersections where it's slick and slippery and all of the mush starts to pile up. Side streets have not all been treated, but we have had a lot of the pavement covered in white. So throughout the afternoon, they'll get out, they'll try to get ahead of the front end of the system, which has already put down a couple of inches, and then of course the back end coming in. And I can feel the sleet on my face, very uncomfortable, sort of pelting it. We'll see some mixing in. These totals look on track though, Sam. I can tell you from the conditions out here, people are trying to take their time. Don't see a lot of people out here, but if you have to get out and about, you really have to allow for some extra space. Even where the streets are treated, it is slippery out here. Live on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, meteorologist Amy Freeze, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So if you don't have to do the outside, let Amy do it for you. Thanks, Amy. So we're going to again see this pocket of heavier snow right through New Jersey where the first bands were heavy, and we're going to keep this going. You're wondering, okay, if there's already been 4 or 5 inches of snow right here along the Jersey Shore, why are we backing this total off? Because this is one of the zones that's going to mix a little bit. So we'll be back and we'll give you the snow rates for your area. We'll also talk about what happens over the next couple of hours. We'll come back in just a minute. David, Shirley?
All right. Thank you for that, Sam. You just heard Amy talking about that sleet making the roadways very dangerous. Let's head to Queens right now, where those slick roads are making for a very tricky situation on the roadways for drivers and pedestrians alike. Eyewitness News reporter Diana Rocco is live in Astoria. Diana.
And Shirley, we are dealing with some of those similar conditions that you just saw from Amy on the west side. It is starting to get a little icy out here, and the snow is piling up. We already have several inches that have been covering sidewalks and the roadways. This is the time where the snow is really pretty. It hasn't gotten slushy and dirty and brown yet. So if you can stay home today, this is the time to enjoy it. But if you are heading out, fair warning, there are some very slick road conditions as we were driving around the city today. We are here on Ditmars Avenue, and in Astoria, and what's surprising is that people are out on these roads. They've been driving, they've been out walking, going to work, getting their errands done. A lot of shovels working hard today, trying to get a jump on this before it really piles up. But the conditions, they're very slick across the 5 boroughs. We have seen plows out, and they are staying on top of this. People really encouraged to take it slow today if they are out on the roads. And a lot of people that we did speak to say they weren't exactly ready for this storm, but they are. From Harlem to Astoria, the city is once again blanketed in white. While some still haven't dug out from the last storm, slushy roads are now making for slick conditions. But that hasn't kept people home. While this may be for the dogs, many are running out of patience with this winter of 2021.
I'm over it. I've fallen down so many times, I can't even think it.
Snow is piled high on city bikes in Astoria. While most have opted for walking, there are always a brave few putting up with the elements on 2 wheels. The plows are out again, and this time restaurants have doors open for indoor dining. Not many outdoor customers on a day like today, even for this food truck off Ditmars.
It's really slow, pretty slow, yeah. But you know, we're over here, ready to work.
You're still here, right?
Yeah, we are.
Sleep.
Snow, sleep. We're here till 12 o'clock tonight, 12 midnight, yeah.
So people are still out working hard through this storm, and by now, if we didn't before, we know the drill. After a number of these already this winter, take it slow. If you have to go out, bundle up, dress warm. The snowplows are out. They are getting to the roads in these outer boroughs. They are just asking people for patience. We're live in Astoria this noon. I'm Diana Rocco, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Diana. Let's head over to New Jersey, where also a fleet of plows and salt trucks are working to keep the roads cleared. Tony Yates live in Morristown and Morris County with the latest on conditions there. Tony.
Hi, David. You know, if you got to work out in this, you at least got to look at the bright side, you know. At least it's not raining. At least it's not windy. And at least it's not a blizzard. Morristown on a snow day. These are our people.
I love to show snow.
You do?
Yeah, I always see you guys recording when it's snow days.
Exactly. We're usually over here. Snow shovels are scraping up and down South Street, the main drag in town. How many sidewalks have you cleared today? Like how many miles?
Probably about a mile. Less than a mile.
And the roads, not even a chance for the blacktop to shine through that much. But the army of plows and salt trucks are out.
How do I feel about it? Oh, I need to go home.